Well, hey friends, this is Jennifer, and this is the Jennifer Allwood Show, the podcast for women who want to find freedom in both their life and in their business. I own a multi-7-figure-a-year coaching business. I'm also a certified life coach. So I have the honor of helping thousands of women every single month make money in the online space and help them to get unstuck from whatever is holding them back, all without sacrificing their faith or their family. In this show, you're going to get the very best life and business advice, always with a healthy dose of Jesus. So buckle in, my friend. I'm so excited that you are here. Well, hey friends, Jennifer here. Welcome back to the podcast. This is podcast episode number 332. I wish you could see me right now. You know, we used to put all of our podcasts on YouTube, and we have actually stopped doing that simply because it just didn't seem like a real good use of our time. Our YouTube channel is not super active compared to all of our other social medias, et cetera, et cetera. But what's kind of sad about it is that now I don't get to show you a good hair day when I have one. So I just want you guys to just know right now, I'm channeling my inner Farrah Fawcett. And don't send me a DM. I don't actually believe in channeling. That's witchcraft. So I'm just joking. Okay. This is humor. So I'm channeling my inner Farrah. And, I just want you to know that the bigger the hair, the closer to God. That's all I want you to know. So I'm having a good hair day. It's extra big, all the things. So hi guys, let's talk about some mindset stuff on this podcast episode. Could we do that? I want to chat just for a second about, a backwards mindset that I tend to see. And I just want to point it out in this loving, gentle, big sisterly type of way. Okay. So last week I had my inner circle, which is my monthly coaching group open. And we only open that a couple times a year. I've had that group almost 8 years. This is where I teach women, how to do their social media and, how to grow their email list. And I love it. And so I always try to do things like, hey, and this is a ninja tip, so pay attention if you're somebody that has a paid group or a course. Tell me, what is your hang up, with why you're not joining? Because we had, I had a challenge with over 4,000 people in the challenge. And so, only a small percentage of those people actually ever sign up. And so my question is always to try to, A, understand my clients better, and B, then I can respond to some of those and help people maybe see things from a different perspective. So when I was asking people, that both in a Facebook group and on my Instagram DM, so let me know what your questions are or why you haven't joined my group yet. I get one, a variation of, I'm just coughing now on the podcast, apparently. I get one variation of basically the same thing anytime we launch something. Okay. So, basically it's, I'm going to wait until my audience is a little bigger so that I can join. I need to have my business a little bit further along before I can join. I need to be making more money before I can join. And while I do understand that there are some people that they literally have no finances, for coaching or a coaching group, I also understand, that the flip side of all of these things, the flip side of this is it's such a backwards way to look at it, because the reason somebody would join a coaching group is to grow, right? So that for the people that are well, as soon as my business grows a little, I'll join. Okay, wait. I'm helping you to grow. You're doing it out of order. It's out of order. And how many of you know that we serve a God of order? Okay. Things are orderly in the courtrooms of heaven. And so order matters. And I love, my pastor always says order affects outcome. So people are I'll grow and then I'll join. No. I'm teaching you how to grow. I'll get money and then I'll join. Okay. Actually, I teach you how to make money. I'm going to wait until I have a bigger following and then I'll join. Okay. Literally, I'm teaching you how to get a better following. So it's always interesting to me. And what I can tell you 100% of the time is usually the reason people give for not joining a coaching program or something else that you're offering, even though they love you. And I'm talking to all you coaches right now, is not the reason that they actually tell you. The reason usually that people do not sign up for whatever it is that you're selling is because they do not believe that whatever it is that you are selling, including yourself, can get them the results. Sometimes they are not believing that they can do the work to get the results. Sometimes they're just not sure that they trust, your methodology or you or whatever in general. But a lot of times it's that they're not signing up because they don't trust that they'll actually put in the work to do the thing to make it possible. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? And so here's what I would love to share with you. And I shared this on some of my Instagram stories. Growing your business on your own is not impossible, but dang, it's hard. It's really, really hard. And getting a coach, whether it's me, whether it's somebody that I've coached that's now a coach, whether it's one of a million coaches you can find online, getting a coach should take you further faster. It just should. It should save you money in the long run. It should make you money in the long run. It's going to save you time. And so whether it's me or somebody else, and again, like my coaching isn't even open right now. So there's nothing in this for me. But I want to give you some Bible scriptures that I believe support you getting coached. And by the way, I have coaches. I am being coached. I don't believe in being coachless. There's on occasion I will take a breather, but otherwise I have to be in groups, in masterminds, getting coached by someone who can help me to think differently. Because left to my own devices, I'll think like a knucklehead, and so will you. Guess what? So will you. Unless you are someone who is really, really good at mindset, and you are really, really good at forcing yourself to do things that you don't want to do, and you are disciplined and you are checking, like, unless you're that, I think all coaches need coached in different areas of their life. I just really, really do. So shout out to every coach that's out there right now. You can share this podcast episode and say, Jennifer's going to give you a bunch of Bible scriptures right now on that actually support you having a coach, because that's what I'm about to do. Okay. All right. And this will help all you coaches get more clients, hopefully. Let me give you just a couple. Proverbs 1:5 says, let the wise hear and increase in learning, and the one who understands obtain guidance. Literally get coached. Let the wise hear and increase in their learning. Get into a group, get into somewhere where somebody can show you some things from a different angle that you haven't considered it. Okay. Proverbs 11:14 says, where there is no guidance, a people falls, but in an abundance of counselors, there is safety. Let me do that again. Where there's no guidance, a people falls, but in an abundance of counselors, there is safety. That means you need to be getting, more than even just one person with eyes on what you're doing. That was plural. Counselors was plural. Proverbs 25 says, the purposes of a person's heart are deep waters, but one who has insights draws them out. Listen. Yesterday, somebody put in the free Facebook group, and I only do free Facebook groups when I do like a challenge. Otherwise, we're shutting it down. It'll be shut down this week. I don't leave it open any longer than just the sign up period. I don't believe in free Facebook groups. I don't like free Facebook groups. I don't teach women how to do free. We women have been conditioned to do free for way too long. You have a talent, you have a perspective, you have an idea, you have a skill, you have insight, you have a story, you have training, you have all the things. Stop working for free. Can I just say that? Stop with your free Facebook group. I have 2 different podcast episodes on why I hate free Facebook groups. So you can literally Google them. But anyway, there was a woman there who was like, I'm scared. I'm so small. I'm not sure if I'm nervous about, I feel like this, I do this. And I literally came into the group and here's what I said. Friend, listen, I want you to go back and I want you to reread what you posted and how you talk about being nervous and small and scared and unsure. And I want you to notice about how often you talked about yourself in your post and all of your feelings. And none of those feelings are actually how you want to feel, right? And so what I'd rather you do is I'd rather you talk about da 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 da. And I drew that out for her. And somebody on my team said that was really good. And I said, well, listen, I just wanted to draw her up to think higher. I wanted to help pull her up to think from a higher perspective. That's what Proverbs 25 says. Let me read you one more. Proverbs 15:22. Plans fail for lack of counsel, but with many advisors, they succeed. Ooh, the New Living Translation says plans go wrong for lack of advice, but with many advisors, it brings success. Listen, I think everybody needs a coach. I do. And you do not need to be bigger, further ahead, anything else before you get one. It's backwards mentality. It's kind of like those of you that, you're like, I need to get in shape before I go to the gym. No, that's what the gym is for. I need to clean my house before the house cleaners come. No, that's what the cleaners come to do. I need to get my life together before I go to church and give my life to Christ. No, that's what Christ does, cleans up the mess, right? And so don't think about it in reverse. You are not too small. You are not too little. You are not too anything to get coached by someone. So whether it's me or whether it's someone else, I hope that in the 2023 timeframe, you will absolutely put that as a priority of something that you need to do. The right coach is going to help you to get further faster. They're going to draw out some of your talents and your abilities that you can't even see within yourself, and give you so much guidance from a different perspective that you probably can't see, because the truth is we all have blind spots. We all do. All right. All right. Bless you today, my friends. I'm so glad you were here. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Friend, thank you so much for listening to the podcast again this week. I'm so honored that you come back for every episode and that you share the Jennifer Allwood Show with your friends and family. Every time I see you guys post about it on Instagram or Facebook or something, it just makes me do a little happy. So thank you. Make sure that you subscribe to the podcast if you never want to miss an episode. So you can go to Apple Podcasts or Stitcher or Spotify or any of the other podcasting places and subscribe each week so that every week you get the new episode when it releases. So just know that I love bringing you relevant content. I love bringing you great guests. And one of the ways you can help us here at Team Allwood is by leaving the podcast a review. So if you have just a second to do that, would you go over and leave a review for the Jennifer Allwood Show? Thank you again. You're amazing. I'm honored to be here. Until next week. Bye-bye.